the cult after that.
I went to Africa.
Right. And tell the people about that, because I think this is really interesting.
Well, Africa, I mean, you know, that's where like drums come from. You know, that's where rhythms come from. So I wanted to do that. I know Mick Fleetwood went there, and a bunch of drummers, Ginger Baker, obviously. And I went there. We got in. Some of my people. We got invited by this princess of this tribe. Her mother was the queen of this tribe in Africa, in Zambia. We went to Zambia, and we stayed at her compound. She had guards there and everything. It was a very. It was before apartheid was done with. So that everyone was armed. It was pretty intense.
The culture shock.
Yeah. So we went to Victoria Falls, and you know, they had all these like drums. You could hear drums in the background all the time. You're there, like I hear these drums all the time. I said, "What's with these drums?" He said, "I said to one of the people there." They said, "Well, no, it's a good thing." I said, "Why?" Because when it stops, it's a bass solo.
True.
Sorry about that.
No, I love it.
No, but it was just the vibe, you know. It was just like those old films you see from the =60s, you know, the Tarzan films. It's really weird.
Those beats. I mean, those are. I mean, those are the beats from big bands.
There's a picture of me and me and my friend. We dressed up when we went to Africa. We got all the khaki stuff with the hat, Dr. Zhivago, you know. We did the whole thing except for the guns, you know. So when we went to Africa, well, they were looking at us like we were these, like, you know, crazy people with the hat, and you know, I've got pictures. Oh my God, they're funny. I was still skinny at that point as well. You know, I had the tigers looking at me and stuff, lions looking at me like I'm a bone. You know, I was so skinny. But so when we went there, we went around, and I was in this village. We went to this village, and everyone swarmed to us in the middle of the village, like we were like aliens. And there was these drums, a couple of like congas and drums in the middle, and these guys were playing, and I wanted to jam with them, so I sat down with them, and I had this conga, and I was like doing all this flashy stuff, and they said, no, stop. Just do this, they said, and they showed me this rhythm, real basic rhythm, right? And then what happened is all the other drummers were doing their parts, and it was all about everyone doing something very simple and building on a structure.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was really interesting because of the way it built up. So everyone does their part. Right. Within the whole tribal rhythm. It's built up from small parts that everyone does, and I learned a lot that day with that. It was interesting.
That's amazing. Did they know who you were when you went there, or your background?
I don't know if they knew who I thought I was.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. They didn't. They just thought I was this crazy dude with cameras and khaki, stuff, and you know, Dr. Zhivago type deal.
And then when you came back from Africa?
Yeah, it was hard coming back actually. It was difficult to get a plane back.
How long were you there?
2 months waiting to get back, and it was a very frustrating country. I mean, it's third world. Right. I've never experienced a third world country before. Right. It was quite frustrating. Things don't move very fast out there. Right. You know, you make a decision, and then an hour later, no, they don't want to do that. I mean, this changes. It's a lot of weird shit goes on, but the brass was good.
Oh, yeah. So you were nice and relaxed.
Yeah, it was fun. And I went to see elephants. I've got pictures of me with elephants charging me. Jeez. Yeah, it was it's pretty scary. Intense. And I bagged 3 tigers. I bagged them to go away, but they wouldn't go away.
They wouldn't go away.
No. But it was fun. I mean, I had a great time, and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's an incredible lesson. You came back, and what did you do after that?
I came back, and I hooked up with Paul Raven from Killing Joke. Okay. And we were living in West Hampstead in London, and he was in the same boat as me. He just left Killing Joke, and we were like drinking out there. And there was a small record company up the end of the road, and we would go there every day and drink and do things.
I'm noticing patterns.
Yeah, it's patterns. You know, it's like you're feeling sorry for yourself. Things ain't working out. Let's go down the pub. You know. And we put a band together called the Hellfire Club. Right. Right. And we did some stuff. We did a record and we did a video, and it didn't do nothing. Right. It really didn't do nothing. We couldn't find the right singer That was the issue. The singer situation was just not happening, and that's the missing link. You know, so we just couldn't get it off the ground.
And then from there?
From there, I just decided, you know, I'm done with England. You know, because they're not very helpful to musicians. They really don't treat musicians very good.
Right.
So I always had a great time in New York. I always, you know, felt comfortable in New York. So I basically sold everything and moved to New York. And I did a couch tour for a year. Slept on people's couches.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I got my settlement from Nicole.
Okay.
I got money. So I put it into a studio, built a studio in Manhattan,
right.
and just started doing jingles and stuff like that.
Was there a Mortal Kombat thing you did as well?
Yeah, I did the music, I did the drumming for Mortal Kombat,
right.
which the African stuff came in handy.
See, there you go.
Because I did the same concept of doing a basic rhythm and then overdubbing everything on layers.
Right.